The subject which we are going to see is software engineering. Now this PPT is going to be the first PPT on this unit. Topics to be covered in this PPT are introduction to software, software engineering, and the software process. Now before you begin studying about software engineering, you must know what are the basic terminologies used. So first we'll see what is a software. A software is a product. It's nothing but a set of programs or instructions that are built and then supported over the long term. It consists of three things called the instructions, data structures, and documentation. Now by instructions you mean these are the programs that when executed provide desired results or performance. Data structures enable the programs to store and manipulate. Documentation describes the operations and how the programs are used. Now, what is a software product? So there are two types of software products. They are generic products and customized products. Now generic products are nothing but standalone systems which are sold to any customer who wishes to buy. For example, your PC softwares, CAD softwares, like how dentists are using, or these are actually for some specific markets. Talking about customized products, these softwares are actually commissioned by a specific customer to meet their own needs. For example, air traffic control softwares, embedded control systems, traffic monitoring systems. Okay. So next, again, there are certain things that you must know about software. So having seen what is a software, expert systems, pattern recognition, game playing, etc. Okay, now next we'll see some new categories of software applications. Now why do you say new categories? Now when it is something where it is open source. So some examples of these new categories are open world computing, net sourcing, open source, data mining, grid computing, cognitive machines, software for nanotechnologies. So here when you talk about new categories, these are the softwares where ubiquitous, pervasive, distributed computing is involved due to wireless networking. And here in these categories you can see how it allows mobile devices, personal computers, and all those enterprise systems to communicate across vast network. So open source, you mean that it is free source code open to the community, computing community. Okay, and so hence we have so many which are emerging out. Next, what is a software myth? Now, erroneous beliefs about the software and the process that is used to build it. Now here it tells you that how these errors affect the managers and the customers, and they are made to believe because they are often having the elements of truth, but this may invariably lead to bad decisions. Therefore, the reality is that you navigate the way through software engineering. So an example of a software myth, I would say, once we write the programs and get it to work, our job is done. That is the myth, a software myth. But the reality is that you take a longer time to get it done. 60 to 80% of the efforts are spent after the software is delivered to the customer for the first time. Okay, you understand? Okay. Next we'll see. So now based on all of these, what will you tell about software engineering here? So software engineering is concerned with cost-effective software development. Now coming to the definition of software engineering, the basic definition of software engineering tells you that it's actually a branch of computer science. Software engineering is a branch of computer science where a development of software is done using well-defined scientific principles, methods, and procedures. So, what should be the outcome of any software engineering? It's going to be an efficient and reliable software product. Now, according to the definitions given here, we have a seminal definition and an IEEE definition. Actually, both mean the same, but the terms that have been used are different here. So, software engineering, according to a seminal definition, says it's a sound engineering principle to obtain economic software which is reliable and works efficiently on real machines. Now, what is the contrasting definition of IEEE here is, it's again the application of a systematic or a disciplined approach to the development, operation, and maintenance of software. So that's how the definitions are given, but they both mean the same. Next, we'll see why this software engineering is important. So, importance of software engineering relies. So, more and more individuals actually they rely on advanced software systems, and so for that we need to produce reliable and trustworthy systems economically and quickly. So what is the ultimate thing here is you have to see that you have to make it cheaper in the long run. So to use software engineering methods and techniques for software systems rather than simply just writing the programs. So you must see that the majority of the cost will be the cost of changing the software after it has gone into the use. And we will be seeing what are the essentials of good software. The four things that are very essential for a good software, they are maintainability, dependability and security, efficiency, and acceptability. Now, what do these terms mean? Now, maintainability tells you that softwares should be written in such a way that it must meet the changing needs of customer. Dependability and security tells you that the characteristics of a software should include reliability, security, and safety, and so that the malicious users should not be able to access or damage the system. Now, by efficiency, it means that the software should not make wasteful use of the system resources such as memory and processor cycles, which are very, very important. So efficiency therefore includes responsiveness, processing time, and memory utilization. So acceptability finally tells you whether the software must be acceptable. Now, when can it be acceptable? Only if it meets the demands of the customer. So which means that it should be understandable, usable, compatible with other systems that they use. Now next we have a layered technology of software engineering. So as you see in the diagram, you have 4 layers here called a quality focus, process, methods, and tools. So any engineering approach must rest on organization to quality, which fosters a continuous process improvement culture. The process layer defines a framework with activities for effective delivering of software engineering technology, which means whatever products are produced, you must see that their milestones are established, the quality is ensured, and finally the change is able to be managed. And methods provide actually how to build the software. So it involves tasks like communication, requirement analysis, design modeling, program construction, testing, and support. And finally, tools are nothing which provide automated or semi-automated support for process and methods. So now coming to software process. In this, you must know what is a process and what is the purpose. A process is nothing but a collection of activities, actions, and tasks that must be performed when you want the product to be created. how to build the software rather than going for an adaptable approach which will help the people do the work to pick and choose the appropriate set of actions and tasks. So what is purpose here? The purpose of process is to finally deliver the software on time with sufficient quality in order to satisfy the end user who's going to use the system. Next, we have the definition for software process. It is a simple definition for software process would be a set of related activities that leads to the production of software. These activities may involve development of the software from the scratch or modify the existing one. So it's a framework for the activities, actions and tasks that you need to build a high quality software, and software process defines the approach that is to be taken as software is engineered. Okay, this software process is not equal to software engineering, because it encompasses technologies that populate the process. These are nothing but the technical methods and automated tools.